Okay, should I panic now? How about now? Okay, how about now? Okay, I call this one crypto nightmare. Should I panic now? Because it is painful to look at these charts. The crypto carnage continues today on these. Just looking at the three major players today, January 17th. This is over the past couple of weeks. Ethereum is down 15%, Bitcoin down 20%, Ripple down 53%. And look at this. Look at the coin market cap from today. Uh, if you look at these, the every single coin in the top 100 is in the red. Okay, and look at these numbers in the red. Minus 19, minus 26, minus 31, minus 27, minus down 30 plus percent, 34%. Neo down 34%. Ripple down 31%. Bitcoin down 20%. Monero down 28%. Bitcoin Gold down 29%. All these down huge. And if you look at the little charts on the right, these little charts in the right column are the 1 week performance, and they look like they're just falling off a cliff, which they essentially are. And what is going on in the cryptocurrency market? It's carnage. So the question most people are asking is, when will this nightmare end? Or, should I panic now? Is it time to start panicking? And I will say no. It's time to start thinking about finding opportunities amidst the carnage. Now, if you look at the like I said, all top 100 cryptos were down. Actually, the coin we highlighted yesterday, Smart Cash, the community-centered privacy cryptocurrency, is the only coin that was up in the 100 top market capitalizations. It's only up slightly, but still, interestingly enough, it's the coin that we previewed and highlighted yesterday. So look at the Yahoo Finance heat map this morning. This is coins in the red. Everything is in the red. All the big ones, and the little squares are uh, proportional in size to the market capitalization. And this one right here, this green one right here, is Smart Cash, the one we previewed yesterday. But other than that, every major coin is in the red. Now compare that even to January 11th, where there were a decent number of coins in the green here of decent sized market capitalization. So it's getting worse. It's definitely getting worse. And when will it get better? Nobody knows. No, I wouldn't pretend to try to guess that. That would be some pretty impressive fortune telling. But if you look at the top three cryptocurrencies in the past 2 weeks, like I said, Ripple down 66%, Bitcoin down 35%, and Ethereum down 15%. So all the big ones, all the major players are down. Now, there's a couple of things to keep in mind. Like I said, it's not time to panic. It's time to look for opportunities. Psychologically, that takes an immense amount of discipline and fortitude. So try putting things in perspective first. Okay, so if you just sort of take a look at the markets and put these things in perspective. Yes, Ethereum is down big, but look at where it's been. Ethereum was less than $10 a year ago. And it's been as high as $1,400. Yes, today it's $829. But it was $10 a year ago. Bitcoin is today $9,900. Okay, that's down pretty significantly from its high of $20,089. But a year ago it was $891. It was below $1,000. And forget about it. Forget about Ripple. Ripple, okay, so it's down to 98 cents today, and it was as high as almost $4. But It was within the past year, it's been as low as 0.005 cents. That's half a penny. So you're talking about half a penny. Now it's worth $1. So they're, just a little bit of perspective on these price drops. Okay, they're big. And when you look at them, they look pretty scary. It's like falling off a cliff. I mean, it probably feels like in your stomach, like that nauseated feeling, like you're falling off a cliff. But in perspective, when you look at it, you can see the prices today are huge gains from where they've been in the past year. So that's a little bit of perspective. And if you look at the question of, the question, should I panic now, is really the question that you want to ask is it over? Is it all over? Is cryptocurrency dead? Is this the bubble burst? Is this the big crash, the big short? Is this the time that it all comes to an end? And the answer is no. Okay, the answer is big time no. And the reason is that permissionless money is not going away. Programmable money is not going away. Okay, this is not something that is going to, come as a fad like Beanie Babies or MySpace and go away. This is here, permissionless peer-to-peer cash and programmable money are here to stay. Not to mention the self-verifying nature of blockchain, self-verifying data of blockchain itself. Okay, these things are here to stay. So despite these dramatic drops in prices from their highs, cryptocurrency is here to stay. Now, remember that how things have changed, how perspective has changed on financial transactions since cryptocurrency has come into existence. Okay, the CEO of Ripple said famously that the fastest way to send money from New York to London used to be to put it in a suitcase and get on a plane. And that's a very, very good analogy. Because think about wiring money internationally. Think about the bank fees and the approvals and the delays and the days and days and exorbitant fees, and then the exchange rates that never go in your favor. So we're talking about a change, a sea change in the way financial transactions are conducted. So cryptocurrency is not going away. Permissionless peer-to-peer cash is not going away. Programmable money, Ethereum platform and blockchain is not going away. And the self-verifying, self-enforcing data of blockchain is not going away. So all those things are here to stay. And the financial institutions are adopting blockchain technology more and more, really in droves. So the answer to the question, is this the end? Is the bubble burst? Is this the crash, the big short, the existential crisis, the Armageddon of, crypto Armageddon? The answer is no. Okay, the cryptocurrency is here to stay. Now, how do you find winning, opportunities within this market? Okay, it doesn't look good just from looking. Let's look at the micro crypto space here. All right, now if you look at the micro crypto space, we're talking about micro payments, and Bitcoin Cash is here in turquoise, Bitcoin in blue, Litecoin in yellow, and Dash in purple. And it's hard to really identify a top performer within this space, but someone will come to dominate the world of micro cryptocurrency payments. One of these will, and at least one of them will, perhaps more than one will. So what you want to do in the case of a debacle like this, in the midst of this, uh, you know, crypto carnage, you want to try to find the best coin to invest in, because when everybody's running and panicking, uh, and running for the exits, that's the best time to buy. So, you know, so you want to be looking at the particular sectors that you're interested in investing in and find the strongest ones. Now, in the micro crypto sector, just on news analysis, just looking at it today, okay, Bitcoin Core is probably not sustainable from the standpoint of uh, micro crypto payments. Okay, it may become the standard cryptocurrency for store of value. It may become the standard digital gold, but it doesn't appear sustainable from micro payment standpoint. So what you're going to want to do is pick at least one or possibly more of these micro payment, micro cryptocurrencies to invest in now that they've dropped significantly, and it's a good time to get into the market. So let's look at why Bitcoin is not sustainable. Okay, unconfirmed transactions. All right, these are unconfirmed transactions in the Bitcoin mempool, which is just the backlog, or the line, the queue, all the way for the past year. Okay, so uh, you're looking at unconfirmed transactions, and the numbers obviously growing, huge numbers. Okay, 250,000 is the number we're looking at here at this peak. So 250,000 unconfirmed transactions, and uh, it says here that from this piece from Bitcoin News, the transaction queue is full and has over 270,000 unconfirmed transactions, according to Blockchain Info. And this is the website of Blockchain Info, which is actually pretty cool because you can watch Bitcoin. You can watch every single Bitcoin transaction as it happens in real time, which gets kind of annoying. And then it also makes a noise every time a block is completed. So a block is sealed and locked into place. But here's the number right up here at the top. 160, the current 660 transactions right there. That's the number of unconfirmed transactions uh, in the Bitcoin blockchain at the moment. So that's an unsustainable fact because obviously, what happens when there's a lot of a big backlog of transaction, as it says here, low fee transactions are evicted from being processed or just delayed, uh, ridiculously. Okay, so um, transactions per day and per block and the fee rate has led to an average processing time of 34 to 1,188 minutes. So I mean, think about that, that's six. Okay, so 600 minutes is 10 hours. So that means that you're talking about uh, 20 hours a day to process a transaction. Now that's not much of an advantage over. It's not an advantage at all over most other ways to transfer money, and especially Visa or PayPal. Forget about Visa or PayPal, but even wiring money and transferring interbank can be you can do in a day. Okay, so and as I said before, lower transaction fees either get evicted or they get delayed several days, and that's just not it's not sustainable for a cryptocurrency that has ambitions to be the global borderless uh, um, medium of exchange, or medium of transfer of value. Okay, and the fees. All right, the fees are rising. Look at this is again a chart over the past year of rising Bitcoin fees, and you can see, the number. These are the numbers are in satoshis, but still you can see that the numbers are getting big, and It says here that the median transaction size of 226 bytes results in a fee of 223,000 satoshis. That's a satoshi is just 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin. So it's 8 decimal places uh, to the right, 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin. But anyway, that's $34 for a transaction. So not very practical for buying a coffee at Starbucks. A $34 transaction fee, and it says BitInfo Charts records an average median fee of $41 per transaction. And the aggregated average recorded by bitcoinfees.info details a $37 per transaction fee. So you're talking about huge fees. So big time fees, delays, a big backlog of unconfirmed transactions. Probably not sustainable as a micro payment system. Now let's look at Bitcoin Cash. Okay, compare that to Bitcoin Cash. Again, Bitcoin Cash has been let's go to Bitcoin Cash here. Let's look at the take our micro payment comparison chart here. Okay, so Bitcoin Cash obviously has been down, as all the other cryptocurrencies have. And again, these percentages, when you look at these percentages, you got to remember that percentages have a sort of a crazy, wacky psychological effect on the human mind. And I don't know about you, but the math it gets a little bit through the looking glass, a little bit asymmetrical. Let's just look at these let's see, micro payments. Okay, so micro payments, let me see if I have the percentages here. Okay, so down significantly. I mean, these are all down significantly from going back here. Okay, so Dash is obviously way down, off the charts. Literally off the chart there. The purple line going right off the chart. Okay, Bitcoin Cash is down about 31%. Bitcoin down about 30%. Litecoin down around 29%. So they're all, pretty much equal in the, as far as the crypto carnage that's going on right now. But if you look at Bitcoin Cash from a fundamental perspective, when the charts, when you don't find anything on the charts that are, that gives you any semblance of hope, then it's helpful to look at the fundamentals. So, looking at the fundamentals of Bitcoin Cash here in the news, Bitcoin Cash miners have been processing more larger blocks, 8 megabytes in size. Remember that Bitcoin Cash forked off of Bitcoin on August 1st with an 8 megabyte block size. So what that means, it's an on-chain solution to solving Bitcoin scaling problems. All right, so now look at this. Over the past 6 months, the median Bitcoin Cash transaction size costs 1 cent to 2 cents per transaction. Compare that to Bitcoin. We were just talking about $41, $37, $34. So now we're talking about 1 penny per transaction. Average Bitcoin Cash fees have never exceeded more than 11 cents. And the blocks have been taking roughly 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, compared that to Bitcoin of 34 to 1,000 to 20 hours. Okay, 20 minutes compared to 20 hours. And the network is close to being on a par with Litecoin's daily transaction. Now, if we compare it to Litecoin, again, you got to remember that this 8 megabyte block size solution was a way of dealing with the slow speed and the fees of Bitcoin's blockchain network with an on-chain solution. And it's important to remember that, because when you compare it to Litecoin, okay, Litecoin uses an off-chain solution. They were an early adopter of SegWit, which is a way of separating transactions, separating the signatures from the transaction itself. And that allows the use of a Lightning Network, which is an off-chain, peer-to-peer smart contract that allows transactions to be executed through private channels and then the sum of those transactions is confirmed on the blockchain. So it's an off-chain, a way of unloading some of the data and some of the work from the blockchain. But Bitcoin Cash did that on the chain. So if you remember about what blockchain, how it works, is that the miners will bundle these transactions into blocks, and then using a cryptographic hash, which is a formula, well, it's a cryptographic math puzzle whose solution takes a lot of time and processing power to achieve. But that solution is used to seal these blocks and lock them into order, into place, in a way that they cannot be counterfeited or tampered with or altered in any way. And that's how blockchain works. But the problem is with Bitcoin is it's got a 1 megabyte limit on its block size, and so far they haven't come up with a scaling solution that will address those huge numbers that we talked about of all these unconfirmed transactions and these ridiculous rising fees. So the Litecoin solution was an off-chain solution that can be executed through private channels, and that's Litecoin is a blockchain, does have a blockchain, and the blockchain later on confirms those transactions. Now, I'm not including Ripple in this. Ripple has almost instant transaction times, but it's not. There's no mining involved, so there's no wait for the mining process. This is all the time that we're talking about in solving the blocks, both in Bitcoin and in Bitcoin Cash, is the time delay that it takes for miners to solve the block. And that's not the case when you use instant transactions. And just going back to our analysis of the micro crypto space, if you look back here at Dash, okay, Dash has a instant send feature, okay, that takes less than a second, all right, but it's not, again, it's not on the blockchain. It's not. That doesn't mean it takes less than a second for the cryptographic hash puzzle to be solved by the Dash blockchain. What it means is that Dash has added a accessory feature off the chain that allows for confirmation of transactions in less than a second. And just like the Lightning Network, which is peer-to-peer unicasting off the chain, and just like Ripple, which is not mined at all right, where transactions are sent through, with Ripple, transactions are sent through private blockchain tunnels. Okay, similar to just we were talking. I mean, it's not the same as the Lightning Network. Okay, Ripple has their own network, and it's a blockchain-based network in that it verifies and secures the data through a blockchain tunnel, but it is a separate private transaction tunnel. So that is in comparison to an on-chain solution, which is what Bitcoin Cash has accomplished. And as you can see, Bitcoin Cash is making significant strides. This is from the news just today, and that is that Bitcoin Cash are processing big 8 megabyte blocks, more than usual. Their median transaction costs are a penny to 1 to 2 cents, and their times are 10 to 20 minutes, which for a micropayment system, for a complete package that's already on the blockchain, that's, because once it's on the blockchain, it's verified and secured. So there's no secondary step like the Lightning Network, where it would have to later be confirmed in the totals of the transactions, or a bundle of transactions would be confirmed by the blockchain. This is an all-in-one package where the blockchain itself, with the 8 megabyte block size, is actually now close to parity with the Litecoin network daily transaction rate. And this fact, we'll close with this here because this is important. The reason that I think Bitcoin Cash may be significantly undervalued, especially after the plunge it's taken in the last couple of weeks. But why Bitcoin Cash may be underappreciated as the future of micropayments. Uh, this is this statement right here. The Bitcoin Cash daily transaction rate eclipses nearly 90% of the 1,300 other digital assets listed on CoinMarketCap. So so Bitcoin Cash has achieved something on chain with respect to speed and cost that is now eclipsing almost every blockchain out there, and that is pretty impressive. So I would say, if I were going to bet on a horse in this race, I'd be betting on Bitcoin Cash. And like I was saying before, peer-to-peer permissionless cryptocurrency, peer-to-peer permissionless money is not going away. Programmable money is not going away. So you want to be the person who sees the value in the revolutionary futuristic technology before the infrastructure is complete, before the dominant players have been identified in the market. And now, with this shakeout, with this drop down in the market, you can see that now is the time to start looking for the dominant player in each crypto niche, okay, in each crypto sector, in order to make an investment in the future. Remember this. Remember that the people who made the most money in this cryptocurrency boom were the people who saw value in blockchain and cryptocurrencies when everybody else thought they were completely worthless. So if you want to be one of those people, then the thing to do now that the market is down is start looking for opportunities within the carnage, within the rubble, and find the players that are going to dominate the crypto sector that you're investing in. And hopefully this video has given you some useful information that you can put to work right away to improve your ability to make better, smarter, and more research-based cryptocurrency investment decisions. Ciao for now.